was really the years between, say, 13 and 19. Those were the hardest years because that's when all the hormones are going crazy. My favorite song of all time is When You Wish Upon a Star. And I first heard that song, I was 5 years old, in a movie theater. And it was Jiminy Cricket singing to Pinocchio. It made me believe something in a way that only a 5-year-old could believe it. And it's something that in a very real sense I still believe, in spite of the fact that I'm as cynical as the next guy now. But I glommed onto stuff like that. That was my escape valve, if you will, until I looked at my relationship with my first lover and said, this is going to destroy my life and I can't have this. And in order to get out of this, I have to come to grips with the fact that I am queer. No matter what you call it, gay, homosexual, it doesn't matter. It's just a word. What matters is knowing and understanding and accepting it. It happened in a flash. It happened in a moment in my living room. I can still remember this moment in my life. It was a real epiphany. The darkness didn't come really from being gay. It came from Catholic guilt. I think I'm very resilient, and I think when I was a teenager, when I was unhappy, I would bury my nose in a book, or I would write something to compensate. I had all the juices and no place to put them, and had no desire to have sex with women, and didn't know that sex with men was possible. And by the time it finally happened, of course, by then I knew, because I had heard other people talking, and I knew what they were talking about, and I totally rejected that until it happened. And then I realized, now I see how people could actually do this. And the guilt remained. It was another 10 years before I could finally say, I can't. I just cannot live that way. I cannot live as if I am a person without value. And I was fortunate, because a lot of people, it takes years of therapy to get there. I did not have that problem. I just woke up one day and said, this isn't good enough for me.